again. Sorry for the technical difficulties we just had earlier. I am Stormy, aka Kerbon, and I am finally, thankfully, joined by my cohort, who I just released from the horse spittle recently, Susan Stewart.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I still
Pretty
have a little
well.
bit. I have a little bit of nose congestion, so I'm sorry if I sound
Sorry to
a
hear
little
that.
strange.
I was going to say given the circumstances, but those are even more circumstances than you asked for, than anyone has. Well, technology and 2020.
Yes.
I don't even need to say any more about that.
No, you don't.
Okay.
It's been quite the year.
Okay. Well,
Oh God, it's only September.
I know it just hit September yesterday. I think it is actually March 193rd is what it is actually.
Right? Oh my God. Yeah, I would really like just a redo of summer, please. Thank you.
I can do it without the super hot days though.
Yeah, you and me both. Oh my God, it got so hot today. Oh my God, I almost died. It was awful.
Theoretically, it's supposed to cool off a little bit next week, but that's next week.
Oh, there's so
We'll
many
see.
days until next week.
It's a shame we don't have to have our alcohol to talk about anymore. At least I don't. Maybe you do.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean, it's a good night for beer, and so
okay,
I'm having some Rheingeist Wiffle, which is a wit beer. It's made in Cincinnati.
whipped beer.
A wit beer, it's a wheat beer, so it's made a little differently than uh, your
Huh.
standard. This one
Never
has
heard of it.
an it calls itself ale with spices. It's very big.
Just
Balanced, dry, and
okay.
effortlessly complex. Wiffle is a refreshing riff on a traditional Belgian wood beer. Airy wheat and bright citrus aromas drift in and give way to a crisp, ardent breeze bearing notes of tangerine and subtle spice.
And I
A breath of
guarantee, sorry,
air.
and I guarantee it will still taste like piss to me.
It, they have done a good job capturing the sweetness that I associate with Belgian beers.
Okay. Who
But
knows?
it's
Maybe it
like,
would be a different thing for me, and I might actually like it. I don't know.
I mean, it does still taste like beer though, so
Okay, well, maybe not.
it's
So in
definitely
the
not
meantime, I'll
like
have a different kind of piss, the Diet Mountain Dew. So here we are.
this is like piss with a little bit of molasses in it, maybe.
Oh, I always like those variations on a theme. In this case, variations on piss. All right. Well, something that is not piss, Myst instead.
Yeah.
Boy, this Discord audio just keeps cutting you off all the time. Uh, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and launch it anyway here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we have to use subpar audio here.
It is what it is. We'll figure out the problems with Mumble later.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to update the image or get a different one or something. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, Selenitic age.
Yes.
Okay. So this is where we
Yes.
came from. We can't even step back inside of it. Huh.
Damn, I have such few memories of this age.
Really?
I just don't remember it all.
Still has the same kind of platform share. I bet you'll once we get into it here, you'll start remembering some things, especially one section in particular, which we'll get to a little bit later.
Oh gosh.
Which might be actually behind this door. Which, let's see, let's just go ahead and look at this. There's a nice panel here. I'm assuming you can hear all that.
Yes. I may actually need to crank up my parsec sound a little bit.
It's a little bit low on my end too. Actually, let me bring up the audio settings here and turn it up just a touch there. Because this is a very sound-based age.
Yeah.
Alright, well, and it checks all 5 of them in order and doesn't see that we are correct on that, so we're going to have to find out the correct algorithm there. Okay, here we are. This is, as I recall from the book we read last time, the large crater that had a small island in the middle of it that got filled with water, became a large lake. I wouldn't call that a large lake, though.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So, starting from, let's start from the left over here. The most extreme left. Unfortunately, we, just like the original game, we can't really explore a lot of this age that it looks like we could, in theory. We can't.
It's just a waste of time.
If you said so. Go to that in a minute. Let's head over here. And this is what we got. Got a lovely little waterfall of sorts. That's cool. Definitely lots of sound. Oh, look at that. There's a blue page right there. And there's this. Hit the button on it, turns it on. Did I turn on the lights or something? No, the lights were already on. Okay. And what appears to be a microphone, somewhat, hanging over it there. And we can definitely hear the water trickling. I'm assuming you're still there, Susan?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on over here. Next one that we can actually walk to. Someone likes building stairs, I tell you. You got your base turned up. This is, well, a little too uncomfortably close to what appears to be lava down there.
Appear to be lava.
Turn this one on. It's kind of like the marker switches on Myst Island. Over here we have a replica of that clock tower that we saw on Myst Island as well. Seems to be broken.
It's the twist on it, specifically.
Yeah, even has, I think the other one too. I'm not sure. Again, there's a microphone in front of it, and we can definitely hear some odd clock sounds. I should walk around here, but there's nothing to see here.
Who doesn't love clock sound?
Even when they're kind of not right, like this.
Yeah.
Broken clock sounds. Let's head over here. This would be the 4th sound. This kind of crystal area here. Making flutes.
Oh, and a red page.
What's that?
And a red page.
Red cage?
Page!
Page! Red page. Sorry. It's like, rib cage? What is she saying? I don't know. Okay, we got a red page. It's very strange this age because
yeah.
if I remember correctly, we don't actually see the trappings that go around each of the pages, like their room, you know, Cirrus and Achemar's rooms or whatever.
Right.
So,
yes, they're just like hanging out. Like the other one was on the water drips.
Yeah, the kind of flowing water
I'm pretty sure.
sound. And here
Yeah,
there
I'm pretty
appears
sure
to
the
be a
one
fifth
was over
one.
by the
They
wall.
all have this little look it's a satellite radar dish or something here. Oh, there goes some bats.
Oh.
Why stairs go down? Oh, I guess that used to be a pier of sorts. Turn that one on too.
That goes down.
Yep, and we can hear some wind sounds from. I guess it's coming from the down here. I don't know. So yeah, all right. Let's go on down, and we'll talk more about this in a minute. Can we get some lights? Yay, we got some lights. Oh, just saw rats or something scurry away. Ah, more bats.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's just bats. And turn this one on as well. I keep forgetting we also still have a flashlight.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not used to having a flashlight in a Myst game, you know?
Yes.
Okay. And let's climb up this ladder.
If you're supposed to see, they'll let you see.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be a simple game.
Okay, so we have a little tunnel.
So here we are on, looks like the central little island. And there's a nice tower on it with a whole bunch of miniature little dishes.
Oh.
Okay. So we got some arrows here, we got buttons and so forth. And we got a signal. Is that signal? Is that what that is? Or some, I think. Okay, so okay, so we can see the symbols are tied to different cameras, apparently. I think you can tell what we need to do here.
Yeah.
So while the one that's lit up there is the water one, we need to get it to aim right on the water. There we go.
Hey, Drapex.
Oh, hello, Drapex. Thank you for joining us. Haven't missed much, don't worry. And so this one, close to it here. Clock one. So, you know, one complaint I have about this setup, and it's a very pedantic one, I'll admit, I'm all about these pedantic complaints, is that, oh, just missed it. All of these have these little dishes, right?
Yeah.
What do these dishes actually do? Oops, didn't mean to close, but I wanted to step away for a moment so you could see. I can understand dishes being here, because they are receiving audio from the microphones that are scattered throughout. But why there are dishes there to supposedly send doesn't make sense, because that's not what a dish does. Dishes only receive things. That's the whole point of the shape of the dish, is it receives it from different angles, points it towards the center thing, and that's what then feeds it to whatever it's connected to. It never sends things out.
Well, not super great distances, but like you do get that phenomenon of like if you have two people standing in front of dishes facing each other, they can have a whispered conversation and be quite a ways away.
Ah, I see. Maybe that's what they were going for. Was that
Yeah.
In which case, why would you? Well, I'm not sure.
Right. I mean, the middle thing wouldn't be necessary, but
yeah.
Anyway, There's definitely some missing physics here, but
Something, yeah. Well, skewed physics, let's put it that way.
that's probably accurate. Yes. All
Okay.
right.
We've
That's
got 2 more to do.
the name of my metal band.
Let's find the crystal ones. Around the 360-ish mark. Okay. And the winds. Let's back this way a bit. Oh, nailed it. Alright. So, by hitting the, I guess, sum button here or whatever, we can, well, you'll see. Crystals, water, wind, rumble, clock. So, oh, perfect ATU, or achievement unlocked. So that's the order they need to be played in. So let's get that again, just so we...
Yeah.
So crystal, wind, water, wind, rumble, and clock. Alright. Let's see if we can remember that during our trek all the way back to that door. Which is all the way... long distance here. Did the lights go out again?
Yes. I just haven't picked out a timer, clearly.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, at least we didn't have to turn on the power, unless hitting those buttons by turning them, each of these on, makes a difference. You know, I don't even remember what happens if you go to that central island without hitting the buttons next to each of these things first. Maybe it just doesn't receive the sound, I guess. Because I've always gone around and turned them on first, and then went to that central island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to change that. Thank you, Drapax. I appreciate you catching that. I'll have to fix that a little later on after this. What was the first sound?
Crystal.
That's something we haven't even heard at all. There it is.
And water?
There's water.
And wind?
There's wind. Was that? That's that one right there already. Okay.
Rumble?
And rumble. There it is.
And clock.
The clock. Yeah, that's the clock sound. Alright, let's see if that does it. Hey. It opened the door for us. So, has any of this brought back any memories for you, Susan?
No. No, it hasn't.
Wow.
I have no memory of this age.
Maybe this will jog your memory. Let's turn our flashlight down here. Because we still need to find the Myst linking book.
I'm having like a serious Gandalf moment.
Let's see if this image brings back some memories. No? Nothing?
No!
Okay, that's alright.
I think I remember a yellow submarine-y thing.
I'll just, I think you can walk all the way around this, but there's literally no reason to except just to admire the thing. It's so beautiful. And I know it looks a little bit choppy on stream there. For that, I'm sorry, Trayfax. It's not intentional. It's just the way it happens to be right now. Ah, I didn't mean to click away. Get me back in. Okay. Alright. So... here's... every Myst gamer's favorite puzzle. I hope you're ready for this, Susan.
I'm not sure I am. But here we go.
Here we are. Okay. Oh, I can still turn on my flashlight. Nice. Sorry?
Nothing, I was just clearing my throat, sorry.
That's quite alright. So, normally you would, do a lot of trial and error to figure out this.
Really? This is a wander aimlessly puzzle?
Is this what?
This is a wander aimlessly puzzle?
Yes and no.
Okay.
There are clues, but believe me, the first time I played this, I had no idea these clues were here and practically right in my face, or ear, I should say. Again, this isn't sound-based age, so you notice we got this little speaker with a button on it. Makes a little ding sound. 4 buttons, forward, backward, left and right, and we got a 8 cardinal directions here. And every time I make a movement, it makes that sound. Any of these that have a... you see that red light there, it means you can't do anything, you can't go there, right?
Okay.
So far, I think they're all like that, blocked off, except for to the north here, right? Is northeast also like that? Yeah, I think they all work. So we pretty much have to go north. Alright?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Whip.
So we can't go north anymore.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta... can't go that way. Can't go east. Southeast. We could go south. That's the way we came.
The way we came. So that would be counterproductive.
Southwest. We can go west. And we can't go north. So, yeah,
Okay.
obviously you need to go west. And it's making this whip
This
sound.
very much reminds me of the swamp in Return to Zork. Except we have a noise instead of a stick.
That is exactly correct. You have to identify which sounds correspond to which cardinal direction. So clearly the little ding, or what is that what you called it? I can't remember your name for it. All these sound effects. Because we heard all of these in the mechanical age before, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, each one of the... yeah. The ding was clearly north. This whip sound is clearly west. And it tells us where to go. Hey, there's a ding sound. Just for completeness sake, if we try going to any other... let's see. There's east where we came from, obviously, so that'd be kind of productive. So yeah, again, we can only go north, right? Northwest is also, yeah. Now you might think, well, this is easy. This is no problem, right?
But then they'll start getting tricky.
They start throwing you curveballs later on.
Okay.
For example, I'll go ahead and tell you this because there's no point in showing you by surprise or anything. It'd be a waste of time. Yeah, the point at which you enter one of these little intersections is not necessarily the opposite direction from which you came. You could have gone north and arrived from the west or something to your next spot. So you can't just assume whatever's behind you is where you came from. Well, you can, yeah, you can do that, I think. But anyway, because you'll see this little dial spin around while you're moving on the tracks,
Oh, okay, all right.
Anyway, the important thing, that doesn't even matter. The only thing that does matter is the sound effect. So,
okay.
We're heading north.
Wow.
Steam hiss.
Yeah.
Obviously we could go north, but we're not going to. There's only two sounds we haven't heard, and that's one of them. So either that would be east or south. Well, we came from the south because we saw the track didn't turn. It went straight. So this must be east. So you have to use some basic rudimentary deductive reasoning.
So there's no sound for like northwest or...
Hold on to that thought.
Okay, I will.
Okay, we're still heading east.
Oh, that's
cowbell.
Cowbell!
So that must be south. Now, granted, you might think, well, what about one of the, other directions? Give me just a moment and you'll find out. I'm not going to waste our time by south again. By going down the wrong path, so we have to turn back.
Right.
Back when I was young, I actually tried to map this whole thing out with all the turns and ups and downs included, thinking that by mapping it out, I would figure out where I haven't been and where I need to go. And sure enough, that did work, but I had no idea about the sound effect. So that little upscale thing, that was, or whip, as you like to call it, right? That was west, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yep, the way is clear. If you happen to go a direction that you're not supposed to go, then you won't hear any sound effect. I'm just going to spoil that. So then I'm the wrong direction.
Right. Okay.
Does that answer your question now?
Yeah, that was a cowbell schwip.
Cowbell schwip. Okay. Cowbell being south, schwip being west, so... Oops. Oh, no. I'm thinking backwards. Alright. South, west. We go. So once you've learned those little things, like I said, it throws those at you, then you're golden. That doesn't, however, alleviate the fact that you still have to sit through this ride.
Yeah.
And you have to sit through this ride twice because of the red page and the blue page, because we don't have pockets. Okay, that sounds like a northwest. Sorry?
Hanging a schwip.
Okay. And both Rand and Robin Miller, creators of this game, have said that this is probably the one thing in the original Myst game they would change.
Yeah.
We'll have to check out that YouTube video where they were talking about it, because they had a different idea originally for how this whole section played out before it became this submarine on rails maze. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I'll have to go back and watch the video myself. But in a few weekends ago, when they had the Mysterium conference online, they talked about that. So check out that video.
I should.
Almost done here. Don't worry.
Cabell Hiss.
So that Cabell South is east, yeah. Alright. Oh look, never lost achievement unlocked. So we didn't take a wrong turn, so we got an achievement. And I was just doing it for time's sake. It's even worse in the original game, obviously. The screen is much smaller, for one thing, and for another, the frames are much lower, and they just reuse a lot of the same images, so it's nowhere near as diverse and interesting looking as you're going through it in the original. And of course, there's a backtrack in case you got to a dead end. You don't have to turn around, hit the thing 4 times, then go forward. You can just hit that and it'll back you up. Ooh, thank God for small favors, right?
Indeed.
Okay. I even tried several times during the middle of the track to get up and hit this button, but it never opened the door in the original Myst game. So all of that mine cart or whatever ride you want to call it, and all these tunnels dug out. I assume they were dug out. Maybe they occurred naturally, but how a whole rail system did, that was built. All that just to lead you to this overcomplicated, overly dramatic presentation of the Myst linking book. I'm sorry, I have to laugh about it now that I'm older. Back then, it was just amazing, and it was beautiful, and I loved it so much. Now it's just, wow, really. Another achievement unlocked, Selenitic Age, yay.
Alright, what color page do we have? We got red page, alright.
Yep. I always start with the red one. I don't know why, it's just tradition for me, anyway.
Fair.
Wonder if that's a way you could tell someone's personality is by which page they go to first in each age of Myst. Okay, and here we go.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Achenar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books.
There are not hundreds of books.
But such a waste.
Well, most of them have been destroyed, Chris.
Now, You have surely discovered that Achenar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Achenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves. In this library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released, and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
So if you would touch the green book, you become imprisoned forever. How was that book even created? Without the person who created it becoming imprisoned. Anyway. What did you say earlier when I said there are not hundreds of books in this library?
Because they were destroyed, Chris.
No, he said our father wrote hundreds of books and kept most of them in this library. There's not even 50 in here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we follow his advice on that, let's go ahead and get the blue page. So,
my guess with the green book is that somebody has taken the Myst book out of it, so that it was created just fine.
Oh, so you'd be trapped in whatever age? Okay.
Yes.
That would make more sense. Yes. And we got to turn this thing on again. However, that's not exactly... maybe that is what he meant. I'm not sure. But, excuse me.
Somewhere in the Myst lore that's how you...
I took what he said to mean more like you'd be stuck inside the book the way he and his brother are. Alright, let's just go grab the blue page and be on our way. Yes, we do have to go through that maze one more time. With any luck, it'll be the last time, however.
Fingers crossed.
We know that the blue page is just right over here. There you are. Thank you. Try and speed my way through that maze so we don't have to spend any more time here than we have to. Pretty sure all the settings are remembered. They're saved here. Hit it and move on. Sorry, JPEX, we're gonna have to make you dizzy one more time. Did you ever, by the way, Susan, you've always used Macs, right?
Pretty much, yep.
How far back? Like, what was your first Mac?
Our first Mac was still tan. It was, I think, one of the first generations that the Mac and the monitor and the actual computer were separate.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember which one that is. The 2E?
I honestly don't know. It was probably when you played the original Myst.
I think I played our original Myst on our G3. No, the 2E is not correct. That's way too old.
The only reason I ask is because, well, let me ask you this thing. Did you have a program on that Mac that you remember anyway called HyperCard?
I don't think so.
Because I think that was included with the earlier versions of Mac OS, as system whatever.
I don't remember it.
It was basically HyperCard, which is basically cards on it with pictures and text, and you could click certain areas of pictures or text and it would take you to another card. Essentially, it was supposed to be like a filing system of sorts, business use, you know.
Ah.
Whoops. But it was that program, HyperCard, that inspired Brandon Miller to create the Myst series. They just basically said, well, we can make the pictures full color and we can build a story around it. And actually, take it back, it wasn't Myst that they created with HyperCard, maybe it was. But they had some previous games, like the Manhole, I think, or something like that, and something else that were built using HyperCard or variation thereof. And Myst was just a natural evolution of that. Because again, it was just pictures with layers you could click on and it did things.
Yeah.
Just static images, not even any animations. Just 4 more moves. Twin Peaks before I finish season
2. Exciting. Yes, I think we had a Macintosh 2. I think the Macintosh 2 was our first one.
I'm not sure whether or not the system software that shipped with had a card built into it.
I don't remember it, but that really means very little in the long run. Because I have the memory of a goldfish.
The 4 ages of Myst. Again, with that weird reverb sound, I think that might be a bug or something. I don't know. Alright, you can look again, Drapax. It's the dizzy maze is over. Trouble she's getting up to, especially when I hear odd sounds. Okay, Akinar, time to listen to your crazy butt.
Hello, I'm Akinar. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. It began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. Murdered their inhabitants, completely destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had warned father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And Cirrus dealt the final blow. He tricked father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover 1 additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other books. This book is filled with patterns, fine pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go.
All right. He seems trustworthy.
Definitely. 100% trustworthy.
Okay. Let us close this out, I think, by leaving us with a bit of a cliffhanger. How about?
All right.
Because I feel like we're probably reaching the end here of our stream and all. Okay.
I mean, how much longer do you think we have?
Of the game proper?
Yeah.
10 minutes?
All right.
Or so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I have teased before many times, there is a fifth age, but you do that after the game proper has ended.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so you said it was a book on the middle shelf, last one on the middle shelf. Yeah, this is the one. It's mostly burned, but has a whole lot of patterns in it. Wow, those are some low resolution patterns. And we have to find pattern number 158, as I recall. That's a lot of patterns in here. I wonder if any of the others do anything. I never actually tried to look it up. I also wonder how many there are. 200.
Okay.
Can you hold it? No, you can't hold it down. That's a shame. 300. Wow. Okay. So almost right in the middle of it. Just satisfying my curiosity.
Fair.
Okay, 158. There it is. Burn that pattern into your mind. Or just trust that I have it written down next to me here. So
I'm going to go with the latter.
a wise decision. Okay. So let's come over here to this fireplace. And sure enough, we can click on it. Never did check this out before. And what do we have here?
Beep,
Big
boop,
old
beep,
panel.
boop, boop.
So let's recreate this pattern that was in the book.
No, Durpax, your mind can remain unburned.
For now.
For now.
Okay, I think that is the pattern. Oh, wait, what? Missing one. There we go. That should do it. Ah, rotates around.
Wee!
Gently.
Oh, hi, Green Book. What's up?
Rotational bliss. Achievement unlocked. I'm going to save it right there.
Yeah, good idea.
So, let's explore the all of the endings, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So we'll start with Cirrus. We will avoid the Green Book as both of the brothers have suggested. And we'll step out. So here we go. Over to Cirrus's book. We put it in. There we go. Got the achievement unlocked. You fool.
Perfect.
Oh, yes! Yes, I'm free! Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend.
Audio sync is off.
You've done the
Yeah.
right thing. You stupid fool! It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no.
I think that may have happened. Let me put, no, I can't. Okay.
I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it. I can't see you. You're getting less clear. I hope you're in the books.
Sick pun, Cirrus.
Yeah. I'm so damaged.
The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, I can Goodbye.
Fate at the end at the beginning. All right. If there's credits, we can skip them this time anyway. I don't know if there are. Oh, just nothing. Complete another nothingness. Okay. Fair. Let's load up this game and we'll grab the blue page.
Yes, surely the Akanar is the one.
Oh, don't we have to go in and hit this thing again? All right. Yes, Akanar must have been telling the truth. Absolutely.
Surely.
I mean, it has to be one of them, right? You know?
Definitely, right? Yes. They would never mislead us about the Green Book.
Not at all. I totally trust both of them about that.
Yeah.
All right. Blue page. Button. And we'll get back to the library and come over here to Akinar's book. Achievement unlocked. I'm free.
Oh yes, I'm free! Oh, I feel alive!
Super compressed videos.
How do you feel, my friend? Oh, what have we here? Perhaps the pages you worked so hard for? Whoops! Yes! Oh. Perhaps you're seeing the world from my point of view. Oh, yes. Oh. Shitters. There's my brother. Oh, yes. Maybe someone will rescue you someday. You lose.
Okay, that was quite a long sequence there.
Yeah.
At the end, nothing. Yeah, thank you, Akinar. Maybe another game will find us here. Is that the exact same music as the last one?
I think it's different.
Alright, go ahead and fade out. So I can, do stuff. Excuse me. Very good. And one more load. And step back into the fireplace again. One more time. We're going to just not do what... We're going to disobey those two. I mean, it's such a shame because they're both so trustworthy.
And fine, upstanding citizens.
And I think if you just hit the enter wrong code or one of the other ones from that other book, that it just clears it out and let you try again or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the green book. Oh no! We're going to get imprisoned if we touch it! Or not.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my son, Cirrus and Akinar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library. It contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over greedy explorers who might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Akinar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Okay. I know they reshot that video because I guess it's more appropriate. He was older now, so he definitely looks the part of a father rather than the original video there. Okay. Now, there is actually another ending. You could go to Dunny without the page, and you're trapped there with him. But it's kind of a lackluster ending. You can't do anything. You're kind of stuck there, and there's no ending or anything like that, as I recall. So I'm not even going to bother with that one. He just kind of scolds you and says, "Why did you come here without the page?" or whatever, and that was it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not even worth showing, to be honest. So let's just head back out. We need to find this page. Do we know where it is? I'll take that as
those ripped things.
Okay, yes. Those two ripped pages. Let me bring up the pause menu here so I don't mess that up. And I'm going to bring up here. Where is it? Here it is. Let's see if I can bring this on stream as well real quickly. Oh, I can't. Shoot. Now, can I do just an area capture or something? Game capture, image capture, media. No. I can do window capture, but that's nonsense. Okay. Well, I'll bring this here and I'll just do a quick zoom in on it. Yeah, I don't know if you can read this or see it very well. It's very pixelated now. But here's the two halves of the pages that we found in Channelwood and Stone Ship, I believe, put together. And it reads, Marker Switch Vault Access, Island of Myst. The vault is located in very plain view on the Island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Turn every one of these switches to the on position. I don't know why it says off there. It says off, but it should say on. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. Okay. I don't know where in the world, why that's messed up in that image there, but there you go. So that's what we need to do. Let me go back to the game. Back here. So we've already turned all of the marker switches to the on position, so all we have to do is follow the last step, go to the dock, and turn its marker switch to the off position. And now you can see how it's possible to speed run this game in like 2 minutes. Probably less than a minute, I would say, because there you go. You hit that. Because all the other marker switches are on, only this one is off. This vault opens up. And we've got the white page here. It's supposed to be green, maybe, but it's not. I don't know. In any case, here we are. We can take it right back. And go to Dunny to meet Atris in person. One more time with the old... Oh, it keeps it.
I saved it this time.
I'll take that as a win. It probably did the other times too, but because we...
Well, yeah, we got stuck in a book, so...
All right,
what are you going
in
to do?
fact, speaking of saving, I'll just do one more save here. Save. Thank you. Back. All right, here we go.
Have you found the missing page? Come, come. Come on, then.
How long shall we make him wait? Because I think he just repeats those over and over. Or maybe not. No. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, Drapax, you had your money right. Flashlight here. Just a little mosaic on the floor. And there's lots of blocked off tunnels or something. Lots of collapsed stone columns and such. Only this one area here appears to be somewhat intact. And I like how they kind of sort of 3D rendered him on top. Put his actual image on top of him there. They did it interestingly in the original realMYST. But of course, in the first Myst game, you couldn't walk around freely like this. Anyway. Achievement unlocked, yes.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah. Give it to me.
Again, you can make him wait, and he just...
Please, give me the page. Page, my friend. Page.
Keeps requesting the page, my friend. Page. Or at least he did for the original realMYST, but anyway. Alright, there you go.
You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
Okay. And so he's gone, and we can't do anything until he gets back. But he won't be gone long. So I don't think we can. No, we can't. Okay. Can't follow him.
It is done. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, but my rating cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is being held hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst. The books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope your explorations are satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
Oh. What did you do?
Oh, and one more favor. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever have imagined. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Till that point, you're free to enjoy the exploration from my library on Myst. And thank you again.
Okay. Pretty sure.
Oh, the book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Yes, thank you. And that is essentially it. And true to his word in the original game, yes, you could absolutely go back and explore all the ages some more, explore Myst again. Nothing, however, changed in the original game. Now, we get a little something different here. And we'll pick that up in the next session, including reading the book for it, too.
Heck yeah.
I feel like that'll go together well. Get to a point where I can safely save. So this finishes this lovely music here by Robin Miller. And yeah, he was talking about fighting a foe much greater than his sons could ever even imagine, and that leads directly into the sequel, Riven. Do you remember anything about that game?
Not really, honestly.
Did you ever play it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that. Not next session, obviously, but probably the one after. Alright, so there's literally nothing else we can do here in Dunny, and yes, you don't know what Dunny is yet. Well, you might, Susan. But the casual player does not know what Dunny is, but we'll get to that eventually in the series as well. For now, let's head back to this leaking book has been repaired, and we'll save the game there. I think we could even go back and visit him again, but he hasn't anything new to say. Just sits there quietly writing in his book.
Yeah.
Alright, and let's drop the save right here. And I think from there we will call it a night.
Perfect.
So, if you've been watching, thank you very much for doing so, Drapax. Appreciate it greatly. Please follow me if you're so inclined. Subscribe if you're able. You can also follow me on Twitter at SturmB or on Instagram, where I'm simply known as Sturm. I don't have a TikTok yet. I'm working on it. Don't worry. I post any postponements or cancellations or any other craziness on Twitter, so follow me there. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, you feel free to follow me there if you're so inclined. You can subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I stream every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 0100 UTC, and on Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, or 1800 UTC. Hope to see you there next Saturday. What do you think, Susan? Think we might be able to conclude this game then?
We'll see.
Depending on how the day goes, yeah.
The next 2 weeks are going to be rocky for me, so we'll see.
Really? Okay, well, we'll talk about that off stream.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, once again, thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Until then, take care.